guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited for this video because another week, another foundation testing. So for the foundation today, I'll be testing out the YSL All Hours foundation, and I believe this foundation, it just came out 2 days ago and it only available for VIB Rouch member in Sephora, and I have the chance to get it in advance. So today I'll be testing this out for you guys and see how it works on my skin. So first of all, the packaging. Look at the packaging. It's really luxury because it's from YSL. Believe it or not, my first high-end foundation that I purchased is actually from YSL. I think it's called the Ink Foundation. That's my very first high-end foundation that I purchased. I started playing with makeup pretty late, so that's like the time that when I start my makeup. I remember I liked the foundation a lot back then, and today I'm just really excited to test this new foundation that they came up with. Inside the foundation, it looks like this. For the packaging, it does look like the foundation that they had before. I have the frosty bottle finish and also with a cap, and the cap it says YSL here and we come with a pump. Now I'm just gonna pull up the Sephora website and see what this foundation claims for. This foundation is best for normal, combination, and oily skin people. It has a full coverage and matte finish. This foundation, it claims to be 24 hours advanced formula. It won't cake, dry, flake, or fade. It's transfer proof, oil free, and non-pore clogging. And it also claims that the formula also infused with black tea, antioxidant complex, and also additional skincare that combines with the science of dullness, and also it helps protecting your skin from the pollution. And this foundation, it retails for $58 in Sephora.com, and it's a quite expensive foundation, and it comes with oh no, it doesn't have 1 fluid ounce. It only has 0.84 fluid ounce. So that price with the fluid ounce, it's really expensive. But we'll see if this a little goes a long way or how it worked on my face. For those of you who are new to my channel, my skin type is oily skin, and I have large pores in the center of my face, and usually T-zone gets really oily during the day. Here I got BD35 and BD45, and I think BD is stand for warm tone skin, and I think I'm a neutral to warm skin tone. Usually I'm like in the middle. I can go neutral or I can go for a warm shade. Let's shake the foundation and see what shade it fits me. This is the BD40, the darker shade with golden undertone. The BD35. Usually I like to go down below to my neck and match with my face and neck color. I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel like 40 would be my shade, but then it's a little darker, and for the 35 it's more of a peachy look, lighter. I'm gonna go with the 40 because it looks like my skin tone just a little bit darker, but I can just work that out to blend it down to my neck. So the way I'm gonna test this foundation, I'm gonna do one side with the sponge and one side with the brush to see how it works. Now this is how the foundation looks like in one pump. This is the first layer foundation, and I'm already liking it. I do like the coverage and how it feels on my skin. It's really lightweight. But then now I'm gonna go with a second pump just to see if it's buildable. Here is the second layer of foundation, how it looks like on my face. And first off the bat, I'm liking this foundation because it's definitely medium coverage and it still feels like your skin. It doesn't look cakey at all, and it really does blur my pores a little. I don't know, is that the primer that I'm using or is it really does the job? It also feels really lightweight. I don't feel like I have foundation on my skin. For the finish on this foundation, it has some matte finish, but it's not as matte as the foundation that I had, and it still looks like skin even though it's a matte finish. It's just really amazing on this foundation right now on my face. So now I'm just gonna apply my Tarte Shape Tape concealer and see how it build up on my foundation. For the concealer, it does blend very well on top of the foundation, and right now I'm gonna just do my usual little baby baking underneath my eye because that's the area that I tends to get really oily. I'm always baking between my brows because that's where I get really oily, and the tips of my nose. I only do like a baby baking, so I'm just gonna swipe it out. For the rest of my face, I'm just gonna use a brush and then dab it all over my face. Right now the time is 4:08 and I'm gonna do my full face of makeup, and I'll be right back in a sec. So now I'm back with the full face makeup on, and now the time is 4:31. I've been wearing this foundation about 20-ish minutes, and I really like how it feels on my face and with the coverage that it gives me. Really comfortable. It doesn't look cakey at all, just like it says. I'm gonna check back with you guys a few hours later and see how it adds on my skin, and I'll see you later. Hi guys, now I'm back with the final check-in. Now the time is 11:12 and I've been wearing this foundation, I would say 7 hours. I started at 4 o'clock and now it's 11, and this 7 hours I didn't touch my face. I only blow my nose because I have allergy. I didn't blot during the day at all, so this is how it holds up on my skin. As you can see in the camera, I look shiny, but not crazy shiny that I can't handle it. Just a normal shiny that I usually have if I'm having a really hot day. Today it's really hot in my house, and I went out for a walk for about an hour with my dog. I do really need to burn some calories, and this little guy right here, he's chubby. Look at this. He needs to walk. He haven't walked for a while. So I did sweat a little during the walk, and I've been sweating a little in the house because it's just really hot today. You can definitely see the shine on my face because I do produce my natural oil during the day. It was really hot and I do have oily skin. So this foundation, it claims to be non-transferable, and because I'm oily, so it kind of like mix it up. When I blow my nose, I can see that this part of my nose, the foundation is already off, but this side is still held up pretty good. It does minimize my pores. Actually, if I want to see if I like the foundation, I would see on my chin area, because this area I have a lot of texture and acne scar. So you can see how foundation wears on this problems area, and here I can tell that it kind of smooth out. It doesn't show the texture on my chin. Wearing it for 7 hours in a pretty hot day, I think it holds up pretty good. I'm liking this foundation, and as you can tell, my lower lashes, you can see the mascara or the eyeliner is fading because it is really hot. Even though I set my under eye, I use my baking powder to set my under eye, it's just really hot today that it kind of melt a little. Right now I'm gonna blot my face and see how it looks after one blot. So here's how it looks after one blot, and seriously, after one blot, it just looked like a new fresh foundation again. I would say this foundation, it holds up pretty well on my oily skin, even though now it's summertime, it's really hot, and it doesn't move around on my face. That's what I'm looking for on a foundation. I will give this foundation a big thumbs up. I'm really liking this foundation, how it holds up on my skin. And I'm really glad that I'm loving this foundation, even though it's really expensive. But then if something really works on my oily skin, I would definitely purchase it and keep using it. This time YSL didn't let me down because I've been loving their ink foundation, and I feel like this is like their new version of the ink foundation that they're coming out. So there you go, there's all my review on this foundation and my thoughts on this foundation, how I like it. Let me know in the comment down below if you guys try this foundation and if you guys like it or not. And I'll see you guys until next time. Bye! Mommy love you. Mommy love you. You're a good boy.